Google Docs. It's here, it's everywhere. And it's amazing, it's free, it's great, it's easy, and we can even work on it offline. So let's get into that and see what it does. As we can see here, Google Docs is an online word processor included as part of the free web-based Google Docs editors offered by Google. So Google has this Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Drawings, Google Forms, Google Sites, and Google Keep. I used almost all of them, and I think they're pretty good tools actually. Alright, so now we know it's kind of a text editor. Let's go ahead and start creating our first docs file. So here I go on the docs.google.com. Docs is a subdomain of Google. So we just hit enter and we're gonna come to our the place where we have our documents. Docs. Yeah. So now we're gonna go on this plus sign here to create a new one, a blank document. And we're gonna write something to test it works. Of course it does, but hello, it works. Awesome. So there we have our first text in this editor. Now, if I want to save it and I want to give it a name. So I'm gonna click here and it's gonna take the first line automatically. So I can just you just click once, left click, and then you can just rename it. So I'm gonna call this sample, and then click here, and then it saves it. Here we have a star if we want to mark it if it's important. Here we can move it to Google Drive. Google Drive is a storage for our Google documents, and we can see here I have some things here, and I can just move it there if I click on move. And now let's go to drive.google to see what it does. So here I can save all of my documents. So for example, this sample here, now it's saved here anyway on my drive. But if I want to do this, okay, if I want to create a folder, for example, right click, folder, create samples, and there I have my folder, and then I want to move it to this folder with some samples here. I'm just gonna click on move, and it's gonna be here. So if I double click, there it goes. So here Google Drive is an amazing place to store your documents. So you can also save pictures, you can save whatever you want, and you can see you have up to 15 gigabyte free space. And there you have to pay for a month, but 15 gigabyte it's a lot of space. All right, so this is the saving. All changes saved to drive. It just tells us that, and it's ready for offline use because we can edit these documents offline if we are on a flight, I don't know, or something. If we don't have access to the internet, we can just edit it. Then we have this thing here, and it says it gives us all the versions. So every time we do something and we save, it creates versions, and then we can go back to another previous version if we make some mistakes on the current one. It's pretty good. I love this feature here, this thing. Very good. So you just click, and you can just click here. You can name these versions also. You can call it version 1. And and version 2. And version 1 contains this one, version 2 contains nothing. Now let's see how it is here. So, alright, so you see if I delete backspace here, and it's gonna save automatically here. So whatever I do, it's saving all my job directly. So now let's go to file. If we want to create a new document, we can just go here, create a new document. We can create templates. Google offers some free templates. So for example, a letter. It's gonna give us a ready template that we can edit to our own. We can customize it, and so that's gonna save us time. So you don't need to create this thing on your own. All right, I'm gonna close this one now. I'm gonna go back to my sample. Open a file. Make a copy. You can imagine you have a book and you wanna make a copy. So you're gonna say copy of sample, yes. It's gonna save it to my drive. And you wanna make a copy. And it's just gonna make a copy. It's just basically saving the same file. It's like duplicating it. And there I have my copy. So if I go to my drive and refresh, I'm gonna have this copy of sample, which is my copy. Awesome. You can also share it. Very good feature also. Share it with other people. So you can actually, oh sorry, I just closed it. You can invite other people and you can actually edit in the same time. So the other person is gonna have another colored cursor so you can differentiate it from yours. And you can also send the link to invite them. You don't need to invite them via email. So now email, you can email this file, pretty obvious what it does. You can download it as PDF or as text or as docs, it has many options here. Rename, you can just click on it, you don't need to go to file rename, just left click here. Move, we saw that. Shortcut, you don't need to know this for now. Nothing special, just creates a shortcut to drive. Just click on it. Move to bin, to the rubbish. I think it stays there for 30 days. If you don't touch it for 30 days, it's gonna get deleted. Version history, it's basically the one we saw before. This makes it available offline. So if you're writing something long and you want to edit it offline, like we said before, you just click on this here and it's going to give you this opportunity to do that, this option. Details of the document, the size and so on. Owner. Sorry, it was location. The size is not included here, which is not so good. But we don't need this here. Language. I don't know exactly what that does, to be honest. I've changed it once and it didn't do anything, so I guess it's the language we're writing on something. Page setup, it's for, it's actually the document. We can edit the margins and for example, if I change this to letter, it's gonna be smaller. Give me a second, I didn't do that. Wait, letter. It's landscape. Yes. Okay, it's a little bit smaller, but now it's a portrait. That's why. Let me show you just a minute. So if we make it statement, make it black. So basically you edit this, how do you call this? The blanket or the page. So you can do it as, you can put this to 4. Page setup. Bottom 10, it's gonna go very far here. So I'm not gonna make it shorter again. So I'm gonna make it to the default, set it to the default. All right, so we have print here. You can just print it, nothing special here. Undo, redo, copy, paste. You know how these things work. Ctrl C, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Y, redo, paste, Ctrl A to select all. We have, in Google Docs, we have 3 views. We can see it here on the right side. We have the editing, we have the suggesting, and we have the viewing. The editing, you can edit the whole text, and your collaborators, they can do the same. Suggesting, it's mostly used when you share your document with others and they're just writing suggestions. And I'm gonna show you how to add the suggestion. We just click on suggesting and then we can go here. We can add, for example, a comment. This needs a review. And this is a comment, for example. We can add also emoticons. Yeah, I don't know how important this is, but yeah, you pretty much suggesting stuff with each other and so on, commenting. Imagine if you have a large book, 2 people, you know, you're gonna write a lot of stuff and make a lot of notes. So we're gonna go to viewing is just for viewing, so you cannot edit it to something here. It's just previewing, you know, or viewing. Yeah. So I don't want to take so much time for this tutorial, so I'm gonna just cover the basics because it has a lot of options here. All right, insert. We can insert images from our computer or from the web. The web is like Google, okay? So it has some free images. So if I write the bird, it's gonna give me a bird. I'm gonna click on it and it's gonna insert down to the right here, insert. And it's going to insert it here. And then I can just click on it, left click, and I can minimize it. And then I can position it with the cursor. So, and then I can position it, yeah, like this. And then I can add it before the background, behind text. You see here, you can do a lot of stuff. You can add specific margins. But yeah, we don't want to play too much around with this. Okay, we can insert table. Let me just delete this picture. So remember, insert picture image here. And you can also insert by URL, camera, photos, drive. This is obvious also. Table is, you can create a table 4x2. So if I go here, it has 4 rows and it has like it has 2 rows and 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns and 2 rows. Well, 2 rows, I mean 1 here and 1 here. So I can just write ID, first name, last name, and phone. 1, Joan, Joe, and so on. Awesome. Now we covered this. Let's go to drawing, not important. You can draw stuff and then it's gonna add them. Okay, let's do it for the sake of this tutorial. You just pretty much test. You know, you can draw stuff and then it's gonna, okay, there has to be white, of course. It's gonna be test, save, close, and it's gonna add it here. I never use this one, and I don't think I'm ever gonna use it. Charts, these are really nice. You can insert a pie here, and then you can add these values. Very good if you're doing a presentation or something, you know, or statistics and so on. So we have charts. Horizontal line is just a line at the end of the document here, or at the end of your, the place where you have your cursor. Blah blah, and we can add another line. So let's see here, date. We have dates drop down, not so important for now. Building blocks, not so important either. Equations, you know, there are a lot of stuff, so I don't want to take all your time for this. This is important, headers and footers. So this is my header 1. And here is I have a header for this document here. Now if I Ctrl enter, I'm gonna go to the next page. Ctrl enter. Ctrl enter. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another header. So here is my first one, and here is my second header. So now I have two headers. Sorry. Headers, yeah. And I'm gonna write this, I'm gonna create a new header. Sorry, header. Okay, so here I can get the page numbers. So it's gonna add the page numbers up to the right. And it's gonna add them on the header. Start at number 1, show on the first page. So, and it's gonna give me the, it goes here. You see 1, here's gonna go 2. So let's give it some space. And we can actually, yeah, different. First page header, header 2. Now it doesn't show me the header, but yeah. Well, it's here. And I'm gonna actually do this header format, and I'm gonna say not different. Yes, different first page. Okay, the first header is different. First header, second header. Yes, this is very good if you write in books and stuff. So now I have two headers. Let's see the footer. You can also add footer. First page, you see. So this is the header of the top of the page, and the footer is at the end of the page. Footer. And between here goes the content. All right, so this is with the footers and headers. Page numbers, it's the one we saw before, but we can add them also at the right side here. So now I move them 1. It's gonna be 2. Well, that's very strange, but it doesn't. It should go to here. This is very weird. Maybe it's because I was at this first page when I clicked on it. So if I go here, it's probably. Just a second. Okay, 0. Yeah, okay, started 1. 1, 2. Second here, page numbers. Okay, I'm gonna remove it from here and I'm gonna add it again. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, 0, 1. Okay, now it's correctly. So now if I Ctrl Enter, it's gonna get 2, 3. It's gonna increment correctly. Even I make sometimes mistakes, but that's how it works. And you can also put them at you see here at the bottom right or at the bottom left. Yes, watermark. We don't need this for now. Break. Page break, this is the goes to the next page. Ctrl Enter, as I told you, very important. Link, if you want to add the link. Nothing. We can do it from here also. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I think that's it from here. You can also add this one. Or just leave it for now, not so important for the beginner tutorial. I'm gonna make more tutorials on Google Docs, so don't worry about that. Let's focus on the basics. Format, I'm gonna leave this too, and I'm gonna go directly to this toolbar here. All right, so let's create something here, and I'm gonna actually generate a lorem ipsum text. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm going to copy this. This is a dummy text. We usually use it in programming and to fill up the text. so we can see how it looks, the document looks with some dummy text. So now we have our text here. All right, so this goes undo, you know, like we said before, redo, back or front, print, nothing special here, we saw that before. Spelling, grammar check, Google offers this one, just accept. Yeah, Google helps with that. So this is on now. See here. This is the paint format. If I'm gonna copy, if I click on it and I click here, and then I click here. Sorry, if I click, just a second, click. Well, this is gonna copy the format of this. Aha, yeah, sorry. So it's gonna, okay, so if I, let's say this text here has this color. If I copy this, if I select that and then I click on paint format and then I click here, it's gonna apply the styles to this one, or not the styles, but the format. So yeah, if you wanna have the same format, you can just click on this one, select the text, and then just select the text you want to apply the actual format. This is zoom for the page. Click on fit to have the decent zoom. You can also use your mouse wheel and the control button, but this is probably better. Okay, so I'm gonna put it to fit, which is convenient for now. This is also very important, normal text. Let's go select our text, and this is very important. Normal text, title, subtitle, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and this one. This one we don't need it for now either. So if I write a book, for example, and I have I want to give it a title. Let's say title number 1. I'm gonna click on it, select and click on title, and then I'm gonna center it here. You see the center line. I'm gonna add some space, and there we have title number 1. The magic happens here. This is my title, and this is my text. Now this text is too small, right? So I want to okay, first I'm going to get the font here. Or first I want to make it a heading. I'm gonna make it a heading 3, which is, it's smaller. Okay, let's make it a heading 1. So we have okay, yes. Let's give it a font. I like, we can use anything. Let's use this lobster. Okay, so we need to select the text, and we have to use this one. Okay, that was too bad. We want something more clear. Gothic, I think Gothic is good. Yeah, kind of. That's okay for now. And if we click here, we can increase or decrease the font size, or we can just write it in customly. So we can just write 15 and then click on enter, and it's gonna apply this font size. Very good, you can just do this. It's pretty decent. Now we can make it bold, all Control B. Italic, Control E. Control I, sorry. We can make it underline text, Control U. We can give it color. Let's give it this light red. We can also highlight it. Okay, this is gonna look terrible with this one. Okay, I'm gonna do Control Z to undo now, because I don't want this to apply so many things on my text. It becomes unreadable. And yes, for now, here I can add a link. So let's say insert a link. Let's say Google. So, and here I'm gonna give it the link, google.com, and there we go. If I click now, left click, look, it's gonna load Google, and then I can just click on it and it's gonna take me there. Pretty good, right? This also has the Ctrl K shortcut. Add comments if you want to add comments to the text, or you can just select it and it's gonna, these things are gonna pop up here, which is the sorry, I didn't show this before. This is the suggest box and the suggest and the comment box. I actually wanted to show you, yeah, suggesting. So now it's going to suggesting mode. But let's go back to editing. So I'm gonna add a comment, and I'm gonna say text difficult to read. And there goes a comment. And when someone, the responsible person who's gonna fix this one, is gonna click here and resolve this. Okay, now we can also insert image. We saw that. We can align the text, center, right, or we can just justify it. And this is also very good. You know, you can have the space between your lines. Look here. So I gave some more space. You can, yeah, you have some more options here. Nothing important for now. You can add bullets, you know, checklists, bullets, and so on. Let's go, Ctrl Enter, go to the next page. Let's add the checklists, bananas, oranges, strawberries. And let's go, you can make it like this, bullet list, or this, or you can make it a numeric list. And you have this also here for the nested lists, you know. You can just click here and it's gonna apply it. Yeah, so if I do, strawberries, and strawberries, wait, how does this work? It was a long time I did this before. Okay, wait, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, sorry, I'm gonna do this in another tutorial because I don't want to spend time on this now. But yeah, you have these options here, and it's pretty easy to use, but I don't have time to go into that now. We want to keep this tutorial short, and I want you to understand the basics and be able to do whatever you need for your next task on Google Docs. All right, so this is the indentation. So if I go here, select the text, and click here, it's gonna add indentation to the right, you see. Let's go, if you click on the left, it's gonna take us to this. Well, it goes left to the page ruler, which is this one, and we can actually adjust this one. So, oh Jesus, I cannot get that here. So you can just scroll it to the left, or just click on it and scroll it, move it. And here the same, this is the end one. Yeah, and you can pretty much do anything here. You see, you can make it much smaller. Clear formatting. Okay, no, we don't want this. So this is it. I'm gonna actually make it bigger. And okay, one more thing is here you can join a call here or present this tab to the call. So you can make actually calls and present. Very good and very, you know, if you want to collaborate with someone and so on. And this is, you can, now this is private, no one can see this. Private only to me. So if you share it, you're gonna have more people in this, yeah, in groups. I think that's it. I think, yeah, probably the tools is also, yeah, I wanted to show you this one. The word count is also very, very good if you're writing a book or something. You see how many characters, pages, words, and characters excluding spaces, because spaces takes also one character. And you can click here, so, and it's gonna appear down to the left. So when you're writing a book, for example, you say you wanna write 100 words, you're gonna do this, hello world, and it's gonna increment here. Word count, spelling and grammar, check, we saw that before. And okay, one more thing, the last thing I'm gonna show you before we end this tutorial is this voice typing. And it's basically you click here and you speak and it's gonna write whatever you say. So, okay, Google, please write this now because I'm too lazy to type. Thank you very much. So this is very good if you wanna speak instead of writing. I don't know. So I think this is it for this tutorial. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed this. If you have any comments, please write below and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be happy to create another video and go deeper into this subject. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.